All right, so picture this. I bolted through the front door, briefcase hitting the floor with a thud. Sarah was still at the office, buried in spreadsheets, probably. Good. Gave me time to set the stage. Each minute felt like a drumbeat in my chest, anticipation tightening the knot in my stomach. I moved like I was in a movie, every detail precise. Checked the clock. Any minute now. Tried to distract myself, flipping through channels, but my pulse was a runaway train. Then the rumble of the garage door. Showtime. Deep breath in the bathroom mirror. Tie adjustment number 5. Sharp suit, crisp white shirt. I looked like I was stepping onto a Wall Street trading floor, not my own living room. Down the stairs, each step deliberate. And there she was, Sarah, framed in the foyer light. Her eyes, usually warm and bright, narrowed instantly, taking in the suit, the polished shoes. "Michael, what's with the get-up?" Her voice was thick with that end-of-day weariness, laced with confusion. "Where are we going?" I let the silence stretch, a beat, maybe 2. Then cool as ice. "We're not going anywhere." Eyebrow arched. Pure, unadulterated puzzle on her face. "Then why are you dressed like that?" "Because I'm going out." Voice steady, a hint of steel underneath. Finality. She stepped closer, a flicker of something, worry, in her eyes. Going out with who? I could see the gears turning in her head, trying to make sense of it. But I wasn't about to hand her the answer key. I was at the door now, her gaze burning into my back, hand on the cold metal of the handle. The click of the latch echoed in the sudden silence. "I have a date," I said, voice flat, not turning around. I heard the sharp intake of breath, the disbelief cracking her voice as she called out, "A date with who, Michael?" Didn't answer. Just opened the door, stepped out. Heard her footsteps pounding behind me. Too late. Slammed into my truck, engine roaring to life, tires spitting gravel as I backed out, eyes locked straight ahead. She was still yelling from the porch, "Michael, don't you dare!" But the words faded as I gunned it, tires squealing as I turned left, heading towards that sleek condo downtown, where my date was waiting. Let's rewind this thing. Back to the fall of senior year, Metropolitan University, right here in the city. Business management major slogging through managerial decisions. Class was a zoo, packed to the rafters. Only empty seat in the whole place was right next to me. Then she walked in. Sarah. Scan of the room, quick. Then she slid into the seat beside me. Instant lightning bolt. Love at first sight, yeah, I know. Sounds corny as hell. But it was like someone flipped a switch. Didn't even hear her voice yet, but something slammed into me, a certainty that shook me to the core. This is it. She turned, smiled, dark eyes sparkling, and I swear I forgot how to breathe. "Good morning," she said, soft voice. And just like that, I was gone. Class, fog, professor droning on. Static. Couldn't take my eyes off her, trying to be subtle, stealing glances, feeling like a lovesick teenager. Bell rang, chaos of students packing up, and I was right behind her, practically glued to her shadow, tapped her shoulder in the hallway. She turned, face curious, polite. No hesitation, no filter, just blurted it out. "Hi, I'm Michael Davis. I know this sounds insane, but will you marry me?" She laughed, a surprised, playful smirk. "Are you serious?" "Dead serious. All the certainty in the world. But Maybe start with a date? Free tonight? Lips curved into a wider smile, looking me up and down. I suppose so. Dinner sounds nice. Student cafeteria. That's where we landed. Over lukewarm pasta and questionable salad, I learned Sarah was new to the university. Transfer from some community college out in Queens. Accounting major. CPA track. Only child, just like me. Afternoon vanished in a blur of talking, finding all those weird little connections, the stuff that felt like fate. Liked her hard. And yeah, okay, she was stunning. Drop-dead gorgeous. Driving her back to her dorm, couldn't hold it in. Sarah, first time I saw you, I knew. You're the one. Fate, karma, whatever you want to call it. You're here right next to me, and I'm not letting this go. Headshake, soft laugh again. You're a little sure of yourself, sure of us. Voice steady. Already told my parents about you. They're dying to meet you. Let's make this official. She pulled back a little, a sudden edge in her voice. Whoa, hold on, Michael. I like you, but we're moving way too fast for me. I need more time. More. Didn't want to hear it, but wasn't backing down. Don't need time to know. We belong together. Firm. I'm not going to rush into anything. I want to see what else is out there first. Frustration boiling, but I swallowed it down. Couldn't give up. Believed it deep down we were meant to be. Next few months, full court press, flowers, late night calls, trying to charm her socks off. Sarah, tough nut to crack, had her own life, her own plans. And yeah, became pretty clear she was seeing other guys. Turning point. Party invite. Asked Sarah. Got the polite decline. Had other plans. Fine. Went alone. Walked into that crowded, sweaty frat house, and there she was. Sarah. With Jake Cochran. Guy I couldn't stand. Laughing. Heads close. Too close. Blood turned to ice. Couldn't breathe in that room, not with that burning in my chest. Walked out. Minutes later, swore off frat parties for good. Family. Always got to have their say. Uncle Frank and Aunt Carol visiting from Jersey, dragging my cousin Jessica along, convinced me to take her to some lame alumni thing. Didn't want to, but Jessica, she had ideas. Leaned in, voice low. If Sarah's there, point her out. I'll make her jealous. Didn't want to play games, but couldn't resist. Walked into that event, crowded ballroom, and boom, there she was. Sarah. Standing by the wall, eyes locked right on us. Jessica squeezed my arm, sly smile. Don't worry, Mikey. I got this. But under Jessica's confident grin, I felt Sarah's gaze, and for the first time, I wasn't sure who was winning this weird little war. Ignored Sarah, focused on Jessica, introducing her to old classmates, their wives, the whole alumni circuit. 20 minutes later, Sarah walked over. Eyes narrowed, voice tight. Hey, Michael, introduce me to your friend. Made the introductions, and before I could even open my mouth, Sarah dropped the bomb, blunt as a brick. Are you trying to steal my man? Jessica didn't even blink, smirked. Honey, if he was really your man, he'd be here with you, not with me. Come on, sweetie. Show me around. And just like that, she steered us away from Sarah, leaving her standing there, speechless. Party was loud, Music pounding, Jessica soaking up the attention. Couple of my fraternity brothers, knowing the Sarah saga, asked me if something was going on with Jessica. "Cousin," I clarified. "Just my date for the night." Green light. Go for it. Jessica and I actually had a decent time. Later, bathroom break. Came out and Sarah was waiting. "I meant it, you know," she said, voice softer now. "Meant what?" Confused. "That you're my man." Voice almost a whisper. "If you'd asked me, I would have been here with you." Sighed, frustration bubbling up. "Didn't ask you because last 3 times I invited you out, you turned me down. Had plans. Got tired of hearing no, so I stopped asking." Paused. "Sorry. Gotta find my date." Walked away. Drive home with Jessica. Quiet car ride. Finally, she spoke up. "Your fraternity brothers are a bunch of backstabbing jerks." Eyebrow raised. "Why do you say that?" "Even though I was your date, they kept hitting on me," she said, rolling her eyes. Chuckled. "They're not jerks. They know I'm hung up on Sarah. When I said nothing was going on with us, they figured open season." Jessica shook her head, playful smile. "Wish I'd known that earlier. Couple of them I might have said yes to without thinking." Turned the car around. "What are you doing?" Jessica asked, surprised. "Taking you back to the party," I said. "Let's see if those guys are still around." Got back to the frat house, dropped Jessica off, headed down to the game room, shot some pool. She mingled, came back later, ready to bail. Found someone. Ed Carter, one of the fraternity brothers. Ended up getting married. Crazy. Next morning, phone rings. "Sarah. Can we meet for lunch? Village pub?" Curiosity spiked. "Yeah, sure." Got to the pub. She was already there, booth in the back. Sat down, and before I could even say hi, she spoke. "I know what I want for Christmas." Eyebrow raised. "Oh yeah, what's that?" "Engagement ring." Blinked, caught off guard. What brought this on?" Sarah smiled, leaned back. "Dated enough guys to make comparisons. You came out on top." Serious now. "Honestly, realized I could lose you to someone else." Stared at her. "How'd you find out about my cousin?" She shrugged. "She told me. Said she saw me glancing at you, figured I was upset. Came over, reassured me. Cousins, not some rival." Explained about not wanting to go to the party, Jessica dragging me there. Sarah listened, nodded. "Well, whatever it was, it worked. 6 weeks after graduation, Sarah and I were married. Wanted to wait till she finished her degree, but she insisted. Parents, grand wedding, big, expensive, over the top. Wanted something smaller, quieter, didn't get it. First few years, bliss. Honeymoon phase, felt like it would never end. Then, snake in the Garden of Eden. Darren Goodman. Transferred to Sarah's office, started pursuing her. Casual lunches, after-work drinks, escalated. Sarah didn't realize, but Hal Thomas, college classmate, worked at the same office. Hal knew me, sensed something was off, kept me in the loop. Innocent flirting, Hal said, but Darren was pushing. Hard. One day, Hal called, voice tight. Overheard Sarah and Darren. Saturday date. Hotel room. Sarah, in a move that was so not her, told Darren she was going to break it to me. Wanted to start dating him. Ice water in my veins. Went to my dad. Mumbled something about needing to leave early. Personal matter. Stopped by accounting on the way out. Angela Harding. Always been friendly. "What do you need, Michael, sweetheart?" teasing smile. Date for dinner and dancing tonight, Angela. Stunned. Then agreed. Known her for years, just a co-worker. Tonight, willing accomplice. Wanted to make sure Sarah heard every detail. Took Angela to the Palm, then dancing at the Rainbow Room. Knew Sarah's friends worked at both places. News would travel. Angela pressed close during slow dances, clearly enjoying the show. All about sending a message. Payback for Sarah thinking she could betray me, no consequences. Night ended. Angela kissed me, full on, invited me in. Surprised her when I turned her down. We both know what would happen if I came in, I said. Tonight's not about that. Was up front with you. Thanks for helping. Kiss on the cheek, walked back to my truck. Didn't need the physical. Needed the satisfaction of knowing I hadn't sunk to Sarah's level. Waffle House, coffee, newspaper, killed time till 4:00 a.m. Drove home, 4:20 a.m. Expected Sarah asleep. Nope. Couch, book in her lap. Walked in, she looked up, eyes narrowed. I can smell her perfume on you. Who is she? Shrugged, walked past her. Assume at least one of your friends already called, filled you in. 2 of them, she snapped. But they didn't know who she was. You know her. Angela Harding, I said calm. Sarah's face twisted. That pig. You threw our marriage away for that pig? Chuckled. No humor in it. Come on, Sarah. Dramatic much? Let me ask you something. What did you feel when I walked out that door? Voice steady, but something raw underneath. Tell me, Sarah. I really want to know. Stared at me, lips tight. Anger. But something held her back. Didn't explode. Holding it in. Wondered if she was holding back the truth, too. Maybe you've been asking yourself why I went out with someone else. Wondering why you weren't enough. Wondering what you did wrong. What pushed me away. Paused, words heavy. Sure that's been eating at you? Her breath hitched. Eyes filled with tears she wouldn't let fall. Like my words cracked something inside her. Finally, she snapped. 7 years, Michael. 7 damn years. Years I thought were good years. And you threw it all away just to roll around with that woman. Smiled, cold smile. Go on, Sarah, you're on a roll. What the hell is wrong with you, Michael? Voice trembling, rage barely contained. You're treating this like it's some kind of joke. Tilted my head. Let her words hang in the air. You know, I do find some humor in this mess. Let me see if I got this straight. You're furious because I went on a date with another woman. So furious you're ready to divorce me. Is that about right? Head shake. Disbelief written all over her face. And one more question. What makes Angela an adulteress? Eyebrow raised. Really? And what else would you call a woman who goes out with a married man? Froze. Flicker of guilt across her face, quickly masked. And you? What would you call a married man who does the same? Leaned in, voice calm, controlled. Adulterer, cheater, man who clearly doesn't respect his vows. But hey, thanks for clarifying what I'm dealing with here. Face pale. Impact of my words hit her harder than I expected. Opened her mouth to speak, hand up, silencing her. You got one thing wrong, though, I said, cold smile curling my lips. You think I don't know. I know exactly what you've been doing. Your date tonight with Goodman wasn't just a casual dinner, was it? You were planning to end the night in a motel room with him. I'm not stupid. Eyes widened, breath catching, shifted uncomfortably. You don't know that. Maybe not, I said. But I know you. You think I'm just going to stand by and take it? Let you humiliate me, then pretend it's fine? No, not this time. Watched her closely, waiting for the defense. Nothing. Just stared, shock and regret slowly creeping in. Can't even understand what you were thinking, I continued. Honestly thought I wouldn't care? Thought I wouldn't fight back? Well, guess what, Sarah? I've had enough. You pushed me to the edge. Stood up, voice hardening. But here's the thing you need to understand. You never truly understood me. You never thought I would leave. Took me for granted. And now, shook my head. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. Walked past her, guest bedroom. Needed to be alone. Could feel her eyes on me, didn't care anymore. Woke up next morning, Sarah asleep on the couch. Didn't even bother coming to bed. Something twisted in my gut. Guilt, or just avoidance. Kitchen, coffee, trying to make sense of the wreckage. Mind racing, questions, doubts, emotions I couldn't name. Sipping coffee, footsteps behind me. She walked in, mug in hand, sat across from me at the table. Didn't speak. Not at first. Took a sip, eyes locked with mine. Then, voice strained but calm. What do you want for dinner tonight? Looked up from my cup. Thought you had a date tonight. Goodman, right? Winced, voice steady. Not anymore. Watched her. What made you change your mind? Eyes softened. This morning, I woke up and realized I was about to throw away a damn good marriage over something that wasn't even worth it. A fling. Someone who doesn't even come close to what I have with you. What was I thinking? Leaned forward, surprised by the honesty. So, what now? Set her cup down. I have been an idiot, Michael. Complete fool. Convinced myself that attention from someone else meant something more. Wrong. What you and I have, what we built together, that's real. Let compliments, flattery, go to my head. Convinced myself it was something I needed. Now I see the truth. Shaky breath. Never stopped loving you. Just lost myself for a while. Ray, silence. Studied her face. Looking for cracks, lies. Just vulnerability. You're going to have to work hard to convince me, Sarah, I said, voice low, not without hope. This isn't going to be easy. I know, she whispered, but I'm willing to try. I want to make this right. Please, give me a chance. Saw it in her eyes. Genuine regret. Real determination. Maybe, just maybe, we could fix this. Stood up, hand out. Let's go inside. Figure this out together. Her smile, tentative but there. A start. And maybe that was enough.